2023, Fallout First is still described by many a player as one of the most controversial aspects of Fallout 76, with major differences separating players who subscribe to the service or not. However, since its inception in October of 2019, Fallout First has seen significant improvements, offering a wide array of new benefits for every player's Wasteland adventure, but some feel some of those benefits should be naturally part of the Fallout 76 Wasteland experience. As this is a topic we've never discussed here on the channel, and as someone who's been a long-time subscriber to the service, I feel that this is a topic that I can provide some insight on, but in today's video we're going to be discussing Fallout First, what it is, and hopefully answer some of the questions that some may be wondering, which is Fallout First really worth it, and especially in 2023? So without any further ado, let's dive right on in. Before we begin, it's probably a good idea to mention that this video and my own opinion shared are in no way a form of promoting this service or a way to influence your decision, as I feel decisions on whether to invest in services such as this should be left up to you, the player, and most importantly, the customer. And with this video, as with all my other videos, is a way to inform and educate people on certain topics, aspects of the game, and all that it provides. And before we jump into the pros and cons of the service itself, a good place to start would be, what is Fallout First? Fallout First is a paid subscription service for Fallout 76, in which players can subscribe to in either monthly installments of $12.99 in US dollars or $14.99 in euros, or a once-off yearly payment of $100 US dollars or 120 euros. And obviously, with most in-game subscription services, the latter saving you more money in the long run. When it was originally introduced, the service provided you with benefits such as the ability to play in private worlds, similar to the adventure mode servers, however exclusively for you and up to 7 friends, so 8 players in total, and with progression from adventure servers carrying over to your private world. The scrap box that provides you with unlimited storage for crafting components such as junk and other materials, an extremely popular feature with every Fallout First subscriber, as not having to store your junk in your stash box and being able to store it in your own scrap box definitely helps with freeing up a large chunk of storage space. The survival tent, a placeable fast travel point that you can place down at any location around the map, bar fast travel locations, workshops, or existing camps in close proximity that are fitted with a stash box, a scrap box, some form of sleeping bag or bed, a cooking station, and musical instrument that can be shared with other people. However, the inventory of each item, such as the stash box and scrap box, are unique to your character, and with some variants providing a Tinker's Workbench for ammo crafting, and just recently with the Nuka World on Tour update, providing the new ammo storage box, which we'll discuss very shortly. Alongside some of the key features of your basic day-to-day adventures, the service also provides you with a monthly intake of 1,650 atoms, the in-game store currency, in which you can purchase anything inside of the Atomic Shop, or if you so choose to purchase rank ups on the scoreboard. On initial purchase, you'll also unlock the iconic Fallout New Vegas NCR Ranger armor, and occasionally, depending on how long you're subscribed to the service, can unlock other outfits, skins, and items are made available exclusively for Fallout First members. And if you decide to unsubscribe from the service, can keep all of the items obtained during the time that you're subscribed to Fallout First. A good thing to also note that if you miss out on some items that are also made available, occasionally Bethesda will provide Fallout First catch-up bundles that include various items previously provided with Fallout First in the Atomic Shop, so if you miss out, there's always a chance to pick up missed items. And lastly, as a bonus, players also receive exclusive Fallout First emotes and icons, which you can use and show off in game. Now, since its inception, there was roughly 6 benefits that players could avail from, but over the last year, Fallout First has seen several new improvements, which range from unique monthly cosmetics and items that players can unlock for free in the Atomic Store, and occasionally some items being appreciated more than others. Fallout First scoreboard enhancements, which provide multiple benefits such as additional rank up rewards and additional daily challenges that provide additional score to help you with your level up progression on the current scoreboard, plus increased score multipliers which increase the rate of score that you earn at particular levels on the scoreboard. And finally, with the Nuka World on Tour update, Fallout First members can now avail of the ammo storage box, which, very similar to the scrap box, can store an unlimited amount of ammo, and as this was a feature that was very welcomed, the only downside is that you can't store items such as the fusion cores or plasma cores inside. So on paper, and once you take a step back, a lot of benefits that make a lot of sense for a subscription service for the price tag that it provides, but for some it can seem a bit unjustified and lacking a lot of features that live up to the expectations of other online subscription services. Like everything that's provided in any online service model, there's always pros and cons, and considering Fallout First mainly provides a lot of pros that we've mainly covered with each of the benefits we previously mentioned, a lot of players feel that locking a lot of these features behind a paywall such as Fallout First make the service itself an entire con. However, it's not a hidden secret or revelation that companies that provide online services such as Fallout 76 envision the future of the service as an opportunity to implement many forms of monetization methods. We see this in every online service model. In-game stores where you can purchase cosmetic items, weapons, skins, outfits, battle passes and season passes with free and paid options. The formula is endless when it comes to microtransactions and monetization, so providing a service like Fallout First shouldn't really seem that alien to people. Well, the fact that it's in-game isn't really something that's alien, but more the benefits that separate one player from the other, and especially the price tag that it demands. Now, some people can quite simply say just deal with it, it's completely optional. You're not forced into subscribing to the service, so why complain about it? Well, this is where I can see both sides of this argument, because looking at the former argument and taking into account the multiple updates, patches and expansions, the day-to-day Wasteland adventure provides a lot for the casual Fallout 76 player. From event rewards, multiple game modes such as daily ops, expeditions, and of course now with Mutation Invasion, providing even more chances for rewards. Managing different core fundamentals such as ammo production, food and chem intake, weapon management, and even camp building can be very demanding for a player who doesn't subscribe to Fallout First, and a big part to play in that can simply come down to your stash limit. Now, don't get me wrong, the stash limit compared to what it was back at launch to where it is today is like night and day, with players at launch only availing of £400 worth of stash base, and today's players availing of £1,200 of stash base, so already it's seen a lot of improvements, and to coincide with that, a lot of items that can be stored have seen their weight reduction significantly reduced, to almost having no weight at all. But to put it simply, Fallout 76 and what it is today is completely different to what it was at launch, and one of the cons that a lot of casual non-Fallout First subscribers always mention is that benefits such as the scrap box should be a natural item available to all players, regardless if you subscribe to Fallout First or not, and this is something I can almost agree with. To put it simply, the benefits such as the scrap box and now with the ammo storage box is probably one of the key selling points of the service as a whole, because having it readily available either through survival tents, being available by placing it down at your camp or workshop, and very recently, having these items available to various fast travel points alongside public events, make the day-to-day experience for any Fallout First member a breeze, so potentially having this feature available to all players, regardless if you subscribe or not, wouldn't really make a lot of sense from a business standpoint, because having one of your key features available to all players would more than likely jeopardize the potential of new or existing subscribers. However, I do have somewhat of an idea that could potentially work for players that feel this way regarding the scrap box. Now, this is an idea I had a while ago, and to be honest was inspired by a feature introduced prior to the Steel Dawn expansion, and if it sparks an idea for the developers to implement and possibly improve upon, then awesome. But basically, prior to Steel Dawn's introduction, players were instructed on a weekly basis on the build up to the Brotherhood arriving to Appalachia to make their way to Fort Atlas and deliver multiple amounts of junk, from steel to copper to adhesive and even cork. Yeah, remember when we had to deliver all that endless supply of cork? And the cool thing was at the end of it all, players would unlock different Brotherhood of Steel themed items, from camp items to skins and outfits. Well, this gave me the idea that would involve having a particular location or vendor that players could go to, where they could rent out a storage box for a limited amount of time. Let's say every 2 weeks for a high cap limit of something like maybe 20,000 caps or 10,000 caps. That wouldn't provide an unlimited amount of storage space, but would provide a storage space in and around the same size of the stash box limit that we currently have, where players could deposit their junk and ammo and have it separate from all the other items that they have stored. And maybe initially upon purchasing or renting out this storage box, the box is filled with roughly 100 pieces of each junk item as a bonus for spending that amount of caps. It would be something that wouldn't involve any in real life purchases, and all completely in game with the currency that's provided in game, and would potentially satisfy that need for extra storage space, and overall wouldn't get in the way or hinder the potential for Fallout First benefits. I don't know, it's an idea that can obviously be improved upon, or quite simply some would say just increase the stash base even more. But look, it's an idea coming from an area that I feel in the interim would help a lot of players hindered by this decision. On the other hand, I can see the other side to this argument, and I can agree that considering the price tag that Fallout First comes with, you would kind of expect to have some unique features that stand out from others not subscribed to the service. And to be honest, if you're investing real life money into something, you want a little bit more bang for your buck. Now, putting aside the cosmetic bonuses and in-game items such as icons, emotes, etc., receiving the likes of 1,650 atoms per month, having your own private world, and of course having unlimited storage for your junk and ammo is probably one of the best selling points to this service. But again, it's hard to argue that the landscape of Fallout 76 today has undeniably forced a lot of players who are in it for the long haul to invest in the service mainly for the points that we've previously mentioned, because without a scrap box, ammo storage box, and even in some cases experiencing server instability or just general public server issues, without the option of private worlds, the game itself can become a little bit difficult to manage, and again, if you're in it for the long haul. Along with your subscription to Fallout First and over time, Bethesda have implemented some unique features to members subscribed to the service. Similar to private worlds, however, progression isn't carried over. Custom worlds has become the next step in the process for players to essentially manipulate and build within their own private worlds to their heart's content. Manipulating settings like ragdoll behavior, increased damage output on enemies, insane jump heights, and manipulating the look and feel of the world around them. The more appealing aspect to this mode is more aimed towards camp builders and those wishing to create incredible builds that they're usually restricted to in private and public worlds. But on the other hand, non-Fallout First members can still get a taste of what Custom Worlds provides, with each week on a rotational basis, Bethesda providing special preset Fallout worlds designed around a theme. However, the downside to this feature is that each week the settings of the world will change, therefore restricting some of the features that may appeal to certain players. Now, Fallout Worlds has become a bit of a controversial topic in itself since its inception, but that discussion is definitely for another day. But overall, the mode itself has become an incredible canvas for the community to create some unique and interesting game modes, camp builds, and just general testing of the Fallout 76 sandbox. Another unique feature that was implemented quite recently alongside the Mutation Invasion update was the introduction of bonus rewards upon completing Mutated public events. Once a Mutated public event has been completed, players can avail of being rewarded with Mutated Party Packs. Similar to its counterpart, Mutated Packages, Mutated Party Packs will be rewarded once 3 or more Fallout First members are present during that particular event, and will contain increased rewards along with increased chances of being rewarded with unique Mutation Invasion themed weapons, outfits, and also plans. So overall, for a subscription service and for its price tag, and since its inception back in 2019, Fallout First has definitely seen a lot of improvements, and for players subscribed to the service, a lot of these new features and hopefully future improvements have come as a welcome bonus, with not a lot of people complaining or disappointed with them. Of course, you can never please everybody, as even though Fallout First has seen a lot of upgrades and features benefiting almost everyone subscribed to the service, there are some who still aren't really happy with it. But again, everyone is entitled to feel this way, especially when the product they're investing in is paid for. Now that we've come to the end of the video, you want an answer to the overall question, which is Fallout First worth it? Well, to put it simply, if you're in it for the long haul and plan to invest a lot of time into Fallout 76, and in my own opinion, then it's definitely worth it. A lot of players, and including myself, will say to a lot of people considering this decision to at least try Fallout First for a month, and if you're unhappy with it, then you have the option to cancel at any time. If you're still on the fence, occasionally Bethesda will release a free trial to Fallout First in the Atomic Store at different points in the year, where players can sample and try out all of the features that we've previously discussed. So if you're still unsure, then I suggest maybe hold off and wait until then. But again, I encourage you to research everything provided with the service before you make any decision like this. And before we wrap things up for today, I want to give a special mention to an incredible charity initiative we're supporting during the month of May. This month, we're going to be working in association with Fallout for Hope in support of Wes Johnson's Alzheimer's Association charity campaign. The Alzheimer's Association leads the way to end Alzheimer's and all other dementia by accelerating global research, driving risk reduction and early detection, and also maximizing quality care and support. During this month, myself and many others will be actively campaigning and raising funds for this incredible charity. And we're calling on others who would like to take part and help raise funds by heading over and signing up at falloutforhope.com/join. Whether you stream, create content in other ways, your support will go a very long way. So if you'd like to take part, I'll leave a link in a pinned comment below. If you'd also like to donate and help our efforts, you can head over to my Tiltify donation link and donate as much as you'd like to. And again, a link will be made available below. My own personal goal and what I'd love to reach during our efforts is $1,000. But whatever we can reach as a community will be greatly appreciated and will go a very long way in helping the lives of others. And with that, that's everything regarding Fallout First. Let me know below in the comments what you think about the service overall, whether you're happy with it or even features that you would like to see improved upon. And hopefully today's video has helped you understand a little bit more about what it is and what it can do for you. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Fallout related, consider clicking that subscribe button and turning on that bell notification button. And if you enjoyed today's video, consider dropping a like. And before we head on out, I want to say a big thank you to our channel members for your continued support and dedication to the channel, and of course to all of our subscribers who've helped the channel to grow. If you're also looking at picking up some Bethesda theme items over on the Bethesda store, you can use my creator code BTPineapple052 to receive 20% off of your purchases at checkout. And if you'd like to support the channel a little bit more personally, consider checking out my merch store, which has an array of t-shirts, mugs, prints, and other pineapple themed merch, which I'll leave in a link in the description of this video. And lastly, to you, the viewer, the person who stumbled upon this video, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, Vault Dwellers, stay safe out there in the wasteland. Welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.